So welcome back to my garage. This is Gamer Dom. This morning I logged into the game and I realised that Wargaming are doing yet another anniversary stoke special occasion package. You can pick up today, as of today, until, when is it, 6 days, so 10th of May, something like that, 9th or 10th of May. You can pick up this really nice Russian tier 7 premium tank, heavy tank, the IS2. Not to be confused with the Chinese version, which was also called the IS2. This is a special premium that was released, sort of middle of last year as part of the Berlin quartet trio, depending on which region you were in. And it's a damn good premium tank, really good. So at the moment Wargaming are offering this as a package. You can get this tier 7 vehicle, a garage slot, 2,750 gold, and 4-man crew already with 100% crew skills and brothers in arms already attached. So that's a really good bonus, because brothers in arms gives you, let me just bring it up, I think this is actually the original crew that came with this. So if all members of your crew have brothers in arms, it's the effect of having improved ventilations, extra combat rations, etc. On your crew. So it makes a big difference to how effective they operate. So that's worth it on its own in my book. For that package, it will cost you £23.64. Now I'm always a little reticent about recommending packages and deals for premiums, because it's really down to how people feel tanks play. I would well, I have already bought this one. I believe this one's one of a really good tanks, and I would thoroughly recommend it if you're in the market to buy it. So let's have a quick look. First up, it's actually a really nice looking vehicle. So it's all intents. Second up. So first up, let's talk about this backdrop. So we have a new garage this morning. Well, it's not really a garage, is it? This is part of the May Day commemorations, and that's what this package is making available for. So because obviously May Day was a big thing in Eastern Europe, and so this is to celebrate that. And you can see this is the backdrop of the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin, I believe. I was there fairly recently, so I'm pretty sure I've recognised that. And yeah, so this tank is sitting pride of place in the middle of that square. And the IS2 is a really good vehicle. It's decked out in authentic sort of colourings of the elite Soviet Guards regiment who originally used this. So you get this sort of stripe effect on the roof, and this coloured band, this white band around the outside, and the bear, which is the symbol of the elite Guards regiment, on the side. And it's a really nice looking vehicle. Of course, mandatory logs, got to have logs. It's a Russian tank, you've got to have logs, so we got them there as well. So all's good with the world. So let's have a quick synopsis of this vehicle. So it is pretty much identical to the standard tier 7 Russian tank on the tech tree, the IS. Let's just bring it up. I hadn't got mine. It was one of my favourite tanks in the game. I got rid of it because the IS2's identical, or as good if not better, and generates better premium credits because it's a premium. So, but basically the IS2 premium is identical in almost every way apart from to the IS, the standard non-premium vehicle. It has the same 122mm gun that you get on most of the Russian vehicles, which is fantastic for that short range, blast the enemy in the face, get lots of damage and pull back kind of tactic. And that's what this gun is what this tank excels in. Because of that damage output from a 122mm on a tier 7 tank, and because it gets premium credit making, it can generate a lot of credits for a tier 7 tank, so good option there. It's fairly mobile. For a heavy tank, this thing gets around the battlefield pretty well, and that's something I always like in my heavies, a sort of heavy medium, if that makes sense. And actually the armour, particularly on the front of the sloping on this, is actually pretty good. To show really close up, but it's not bad at all. However, the weak spot is, as ever, the lower plate is pretty weak, and this driver's hatch, commander's hatch, is pretty weak and quite big. So, but the sloping on that front, not bad at all. Not bad at all. You will bounce shots in this. It also, ironically, has slightly more hit points than the normal IS. So the normal IS has 1,230. This has 1,280. So an extra 50 hit points, which, you know, is always useful. Downside on this tank, no limited matchmaking. Well, you know, it's identical to the tier 7 non-premium tank, so it would be really OP if it was given premium matchmaking, which does mean it will see tier 9 matches, but, you know, so be it. That's the way it is. There's some pretty bad weak spots on this thing, which I talked about. So the lower plate is bad, the cupola here at the top is bad. That's pretty much it. It's not a snipey tank, so you need to get up close and personal with this thing. Oh, the other thing, yes, think about it, is the shell cost. The premium APCR round on this is pretty expensive, so if you plan to fire that, it will eat into your profits for sure. So, that's the quick update on this tank. It weighs just shy of, just by 47 tons, the way I've got mine equipped. Has a top speed of 34 and a traverse speed of 38 degrees per second. So as I say, it's fairly mobile for a heavy tank, pretty good. Armour values, it's 100 millimeters of frontal hull armour, and as I say, it's quite well sloped, although this lower plate is weak and much less than 100 and quite an easy target to hit. Has 90 on the side, which is very good. So, you know, this is a good candidate for side scraping. The rear armour of the hull is only 60, so yeah, but even so, that's most HE guns penetrate around 50. So the fact this is 60, you know, it's actually not bad. Turret is nothing spectacular. It's 100 millimeters on the front, 90 on the side, and 90 on the rear. So again, you know, I would classify the armor as adequate. It's not in the super heavy kind of category where it's going to be, you know, pinging shots left, right and center. But that said, if you angle well, if you side scrape, if you take care of hiding the cupola and the lower plate, you will bounce shots in this thing, particularly when it's top tier or in a tier 8 game. It will bounce shots. Rate of fire with the 122 is obviously relatively slow, 4.88. So you know, yeah, it is what it is. You don't get a fast firing big caliber gun. That's just a fact of life in the game, otherwise it would be ridiculous. Penetration is very good for a tier 7 tank, 175 with the standard AP, 217 with the APCR, which is really good. 390 average damage, so you know, classic 122mm gun, pretty good penetration, big alpha. Penetration with the HE shell is actually a viable 61. So if you got behind one of these things, the rear armor is 60, penetration on the HE is 61. So in theory, you've got a good chance of penetrating and doing a maximum of 500, well, an average damage of 530 damage. So HE is a good option in this vehicle as well against lightly armored vehicles. Dispersion is 0.46, which is not great. But then if you're sniping with this thing, you're doing it wrong. It's not that sort of tank. Aim time 3.4. Well, again, if you're used to any of the Russian big gun tanks, that won't surprise you. 3.4 is a little bit slow, but you can improve that with gun lane drive, etc. So, what equipment? I guess equipment, I have large caliber gun rammer, of course. I have vents because that improves all the crew ability. by 5%, and then I have enhanced gun lane drive to try and help with that aim time, because anything that improves 3.4 aim time, this gives me an extra 10%, so that's the reason for going it. And it's a nice looking tank. I really like this tank. I think all those tanks they brought out in the Berlin quartet, the Cromwell B, this thing, the IS2 1222S, were all really good tanks, and this is a good tank too. So in my humble opinion. Oh, view range, well, it's Russian. 350 is a base view round, so not great. Radio is also not great, and I believe it's actually weaker than the standard IS, but nobody really cares about that. Turret traverse 28 degrees per second is adequate. So let's go and have a play, see what we can do with it, because I like this tank. Right, so this is as tough as it gets in this beastie. This is a Tier 9 assault game. For ages I switched off the assault games because I got so frustrated with how poorly some of the teams play. But then I kind of missed something, a bit of variety. When you're always playing standard games and assault and encounter games, it just seemed to lose something. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. So this could be challenging though, because this is not the kind of terrain this tank is particularly good at. It likes it closer and more personal. But I'm going to head over to the right hand flank. We can see the mobility of this thing is pretty good. Pretty good. I'm just gonna rely. Oh, there's their really dangerous WZ player. He's really tricky. He's got a hell of a record. Come on, inch back a little bit further. It's a shame. So this is not really what I want to be seeing when I'm sitting up here. There's a whole load of very big. Oof! Nice job. That's their arty down. Really don't know what that arty was thinking of going up there, but hey ho. So I'm just trying to... Oh, I've got assistance damage, that's weird. Missed him. Come on, reload, reload, reload. 370, nice. We get another shot on him while he suicides. No. Some weird play by some players here. So you can see I can bounce stuff in this. I'm trying to... Ah! Bullseye got me. But I think I've wedged him in. I think I completely wedged him in and he rode up. So not much of a chance to show off this gun, the tank, but hey ho, sometimes you just have to go with the flow. So we were bottom tier. You can see that I bounced a lot of shots. I got hit, well I didn't bounce, I got hit 6 times, I bounced 2 of them. And it will bounce shots, but against high caliber guns that can pick their targets, nah, not so much. And in the tier 9 game, you're always going to be up against it. Let's hope they just don't get carried away here, because this should be an easy win. That WZ11114 player is a seriously good player. 32,000 games and a 59% win rate. It means they can't take him for granted, and he's on full health at the moment. Let's just hope that Artie can do some serious damage to him. They're going in gung-ho on him. It's the only way, really. If you can you're the best player in the world, but if you get outnumbered by a whole load of tanks, it's not going to be easy for you. Oh, he's on fire. Yeah, he's dead. Good. Another shot up the shaft. Bang. Good night, Vienna. Well, that was that was a short but sweet game. I can't say I did a huge amount, but you know, at the end of the day, you can only fight what you're up against. And they weren't much, to be honest. They were not much. Didn't really show off the tank too well, so let's try another one. See what we can do. Oh, got a load of new crew skills. That's useful. What have we got? We were bottom end, but we didn't last long. So what do you expect? Fired 4 shots, hit with 2 of them, penetrated with 2 of them. Well, that was against light targets. So, oh no, we hit the VK on the side, didn't we? So that's pretty good. 768 damage. We blocked 630, and as I said, you will block shots. I got hit 6 times, blocked 2. You can't count on it. But even then, that was a pretty pathetic game. But we still made 25,000 credits after rebuild costs. So you know, that's not to be sneezed at. Also, given the fact it's a premium vehicle, and you can obviously use it to train up your Russian heavy crew. I think this is my it's my IS7 crew in this one. With all the bonuses, and it was ×3, that's a lot of extra credits for that crew. A lot of extra experience when we're talking about credits. So we'll just quickly see what we need to do here. So yeah, this was a crew that came with 6 cents on it. So what should we do? Armourer or Firefighter or Deadeye? Maybe do Armourer because that comes on all the time. From immediately, you don't have to wait till it's 100%. And my driver has got clutch braking and off-road driving already. So should we put smooth ride? Let's put that on as well. That'll help with its mobility. And we'll take it back out again. See what we can do. Now, as I say, that wasn't the best battlefield for it, and it was a tier 9 match, so you were always going to struggle. Wrong environment for the tank and wrong tier for the tank equals not going to do fantastically well. But let us see what we get second time. Oh, so we're back on the same one. It's another Sand River assault game. Oh geez. Okay, so, and this time we're actually assaulting. Okay, what has the enemy got? Type 61 will cut through us like a knife through butter, but hasn't got any armour. Same with the Alpha Panzer IV. I think we need to do a sort of scouty job for the team here, even though we're not a scout. And head round. I'm going to try and use the mobility of the tank. And we'll go round down the one line and down into the side of the cap, I think. So you can see, I mean, look, I spun round there, I headed off. This tank for a heavy is pretty mobile. The IS, the standard one, was one of my favourite tanks in the game. I loved playing it, and in the end I got rid of it because I found that this played almost identically and generated extra credits. I still wonder whether I should have kept the IS, even though they are the same. because I really liked it. But this thing is lovely. It's a really nice tank, and it's got good credit making potential, as you saw in that last game. Didn't do a whole heap of beans, but still did well for credits. Yeah, it's not a bad vehicle. I think it's a really nice premium. And so I think in the review, all the premiums that we got as part of the Berlin Trio, Quartet, whatever you call it, they were all good. There wasn't a duff one in them. Can we get a shot on? Ah, missed him. He stopped just as I fired. Great. Can we get a shot on the jug pad? Yeah, we can, but you can see there we managed to actually use to shield our lower plate. Aim in, aim in, aim in. I'm being hit by premium from the oh, he fires premium standard, doesn't he? I would love to get a shot on that Type 61, because being a tier 8 I'll get bonus credits for it. There's the E75. Is he coming all the way around? No, he's not. Well, maybe he is. Come on, Type, I want to see you. Come on, up again. Oh yes, 450 into his turret. Lovely. $415 into the back of his turret. So even though this is a crap sniping tank, if you can get into that kind of situation where you're picking shots at enemy targets that are not paying attention to you, that accuracy was, well, it's Russian accuracy, isn't it? So technically it should be rubbish, but actually it's not bad at all. We did 2 big hits on the Tiger and the Type 61. Looks like we gotta go, Houston. Oh, sugar. Where did he fire from? I can't really go up against E75. Oh, sugar. So I'm doing a scouting job. Trying to use the mobility of this thing. Ah, how did he get me? Ah! That's really annoying. Really annoying. I thought I had him. Thought I had that IS3 bang to rights there. So that was a pretty successful game in the end. We got fire for effect. What did we do? Finished middle of the pack again. Not a particularly great game. Fired 6 shots, hit with 4 of them, penetrated with 3, did 1200, nearly 1300 damage. Took 5 hits, 4 of which penetrated, 1 didn't. And you know, that's again, we're in a tier 7 tank in a tier 9 game. 41,000 credits, a profit of nearly, well, just shy of 30,000 credits, which, you know, for a pretty nondescript game, it's okay. And with the premium bonus, 1,000 XP for our IS7 crew, which also gives them an extra skill. So let's just quickly do that. Which we do. So recon situational awareness. Let's do recon. Yeah, let's do recon. There we go. And this guy, the loader, he's got everything that's worthwhile. Let's do that one. Adrenaline rush. Let's see if we can get a game where we are top tier, or the battlefield is slightly more conducive to showing this tank off. Win's a win, but steps. Another wide open battlefield. Not really its best, but it's only a tier 8 this time. How many? There's a cave troll. I can see a cave troll. KV5. I see cave troll. And he's platooned with an IS3 or 2 IS3s. So that could be challenging. Right, I'm going to use the mobility and go down the right hand flank, down the 9-0 line. So one of the things I do like about this vehicle is its mobility. It's good fun to. It's not a medium by any means, but you know, it's pretty nimble. For a heavy tank, you get around. I mean, look, we're leaving that Tiger 1 for dead. T150 is, it's okay with us actually. It's keeping up nicely. It was slightly quicker. Looks like everything's going down the 9-0 line. So much to the delight of our Bert. Well, you can either whinge, moan, or go with it, mate. That's the way it is. Try not to cut up this T150, but he seems determined to go down the south, so let's keep going. 2 RT on the enemy team. Can we get a shot on the... Almost had a shot on him there, but just ducked down just at the last minute. Where the hell did that shot go? It's gone. Flipping heck. No idea where those shots are gone, but you know, this tank is not designed for firing at range. It really is not. So I was playing that bad. My bad. Let's push on down here, help this T150 out. We've committed so heavily this flank, we've got to push it through. He's pulling back because he's on his own. Let's see if we can get under the lee of that gun. Been spotted by somebody. Keep moving because there are RT around. Where are they? Okay, we're still using the mobility of this vehicle, trying to get round where we can do some damage. That was a good shot. Got an auto lock on. We're loading premium. Took a bounce there. Got him. That's good. Keep moving. Artie's still in play. See if we can give them a nice howdy-do. Both Artie down, that's good. Took a bit of damage there. Where's the Dickomax firing from? Can't even see him. This is close game, really close game. There he is. Got him. Didn't kill him, no. Ah, oh, CDC's just put a big shell into me. Guns damaged now as well. Tree just went down at the top there. Oh, you're kidding me. He managed to get a shot underneath. How the hell did that shot go in? I must have just shown a little bit of my turret and enough for him to get the shot under the railway carriage. That's really, really annoying. Really annoying. Because I think we're going to lose this game. We needed to get it into the cap quickly, but the problem was there was only me left. Oh, it's T-37's history now. Yeah, there we go. It's gonna be a loss. Oh, what's this? Chieftain T-95? What the? What the? I've not seen this before. Wow! Have we just found some rare tank? It looks like it's a beautiful looking tank. Look at that! Whoa! I like this tank. What is it? Wow! I'm going to have to do a bit of looking up while we're playing this now. Chieftain T-95. What is this? I've not seen this tank before. Special event tank. So how do you get that thing? Whoa, I've not seen that. That's a lovely looking tank. I want one! I want one! Give me a T-95 Chieftain. Oh my goodness me. That's a lovely looking thing. It's a tier 8 British medium. I like this. That's a pretty looking vehicle. Not seen one of those before myself. I don't know how you get it, but it's obviously a special tank. Somebody can tell me, I'm sure, what it was. Anyway, we lost the game, which is a shame because actually that was a pretty good game for us for a tier 7 in a tier 8 matchup. I think we played that pretty well. Let's have a look at the after game stats. Fire for effect again. Get a lot of those in this tank. Finished 3rd on XP, 4th on damage. Whoops. We fired 7 shots, hit with 5 of them, penetrated with all 5 for that 1300 damage. We took 9 hits, 5 of which penetrated, 4 didn't. Bounced 870 damage. That's about average. We used a bit of premium, so that you can see the hit on the profit level when you use premium and you lose, we only made 17, just under 18,000 credits, which is a shame. And experience wise dropped to 634 because it was a loss. But you know, again, I think you can see that, you can see what this tank is capable of. It's a really solid medium, heavy tank. It's almost medium because it is kind of like a medium. It's a solid heavy tank. It does good damage, can bounce a few shots, but it's not really going to do much. It's a typical Russian heavy brawling peekaboo type tank. You roll up to a corner, you peek around it, you blast your 122mm into somebody's face, and then you pull back waiting for the reload. And if people let you do that, you can be quite deadly. It does have the mobility to get around the battlefield, and you know, that's a big bonus in my book. Because of that mobility, it obviously suffers in terms of the armor, but I don't have a big issue. I'd rather have a bit of mobility and put up with a little bit less armor. So should we just see whether we can do one more? Could really do with a battle that shows this tank off properly. Okay, so Pilsen this time. We are top tier, which is rather nice. A lot of heavies in the game, a lot of heavy tanks, so we're going to have to try and do what we can to keep our armour intact. But as I said before, one of the nice things about this tank is its mobility, so I'm going to try take advantage of that where I can. Oh, we got a TOG. We got a TOG! People, we have a TOG. Yeah. Okay. Come around here. Have to be careful, sometimes TDs camp at the back there. Oh, where did that shot go? Let's do some side scraping. Great. So we side scraped, but we just got slammed by a TD at the back there. This time it bounced. So I'm not going. Oh, I'm going to pull back. Don't really want to go up against a TD backed heavy tank. I'm going to go and support our boys down here because they look like they need it, frankly. That's better. Reload, reload, reload. Hit the OI, it gives me a flat surface, I'll take that every day. Looks like we've got some friends coming around this side, so... So it's not looking too hot, guys. Not looking too hot at all. Keep wiggling that turret. Yeah, we're going to lose this game, but it's how much damage we can do before we die. One more down. Missed him. shit. Couldn't do anything about all those enemy. Too many targets, too little to do. We got overrun. Enemy played a better game. Sometimes you just have to say, you know what, we tried, did our best. I think I hit most of my shots. I missed one, I think. Well, one at the very beginning went very wayward. But then when I got into doing what the tank is actually supposed to do, which is brawling, you can see it's actually quite effective. We did 1500 damage even on a loss. Where do we come? Top on experience, top on damage for our team. I mean, look, at nobody else did anything meaningful at all. So it was always going to be a loss. 8 shot fired, 5 penetrations with 5 hits, 1500 damage. Took 10 hits, bounced 3 of those. So yeah, you can see the pattern of armor is not fantastic. It will block shots, but not so you can really rely on it. 44,000 credits after costs, nearly 30,000. If you can keep off the premium, you can make some decent money. I mean, 30,000 credits on a loss is not to be sneezed at. 666 666 XP for the crew. So that's the IS2. I think it's a really nice tank. Really like it. Enjoy playing it. It's a good, fun vehicle. Good credit generator. Good way to train up your heavy crews, heavy Russian crews. That's what I use it for, and it works very nicely. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving this a like, and subscribe to the channel. Numbers are going up. Thank you very much for everybody who does watch and follow the channel. Helps me no end, and makes me feel good, frankly, when people like and subscribe. And put a comment down below. Do you think this is a good tank? Have you got it? What do you feel about ISs and IS2s? I mean, this is effectively the same as the standard vehicle, but a premium. So is that pay to win? I don't know. All I know is I got rid of my IS because it was identical and there was no point in having 2 in the garage. One premium, one non. And that's why I got rid of them. But let me know what you think. This is GamerDom. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your games. Have fun. Remember, it's just a game. Try and relax and enjoy it. See you later.